Hey plant heads, welcome back to my channel. If you were new here, hello. I am Julia the Plant Goblin. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to air layer plants. It is a different method to propagating. From what I was told, it's mostly used for when you're grafting like trees and stuff like that. But I'm going to be using this method to sooner or later be able to propagate some red and green emerald. But I'm going to be showing you guys this method on how I use it on houseplants, and it honestly works amazingly. I'm actually going to be getting these plants ready to send to another planty YouTuber. We're going to be trading plants, so that's very exciting. I always love exchanging plants with people because it is just so much fun. Because all you have to do is pay for shipping and, get rid of some of your plant to get a new plant. It's just fun. There's so much joy in it. So the things that you're going to need is, of course, a plant or two or three or five, however many you want to propagate. You need clingy wrap. Tons of it. Tons of clingy wrap. Because you got to be sure that the moisture sticks in there. You need some pre-moistened moss. And then you will also need something to hold everything in place. Now, whether you use bread ties or twist ties, I don't even know what to call this. I just collect mine. I hoard them. It's weird. But it's for things like this that I use them for. That, or you can use some yarn, anything to just secure it in place. So first things you're going to do, prep your clingy wrap. It makes the work a lot less difficult. And you grab your moss and you just throw it on one of those nodes. You're going to grab your moss and wrap it around the node. And then you're just going to wrap the saran wrap around it. And then you're going to secure it in place with whatever you're using to secure it in place. I got my little bread ties or whatever. And bam, done. That's all there is to it. And then it's just the waiting game afterwards. I recommend waiting about a month before you decide to propagate, like chop them. But overall, I prefer this method over any form of propagation now because it is just so less stressful on the plant and also makes for a easier transition to soil or water, whichever method that you want to use. Plus, the plant will continue to grow, as it's doing its thing right here. I had already tried this on another one of my plants, and honestly, all the nodes that I had wrapped in this, other than one of the nodes, had an extensive root system, and it was just fantastic. That's definitely what made me love this form of propagation. Plus, I didn't have to worry about, changing the water or anything like that. I just had to make sure that I kept the plant watered and spray water down into the gaps on occasions. Then the moss wouldn't dry out. So that's nice. It's very convenient, in all honesty. And I'm a little upset that I didn't know about this sooner because I feel like maybe it would have caused less casualties. Some plants just don't take well to propagation, and it's a heartbreak, but doing it this way is great. I don't know how well it will work for other plants that don't have like exposed nodes like this, but you can always try. I'm assuming that it will do something. And if it doesn't, well then, oh well. well, we got those bad boys done. Hopefully those are viable nodes, because otherwise I'm going to be really sad. And then we have Mr. Green Emerald here. Gosh, he is doing so well. So much better than my red emerald. I'm a little sad to be propagating him, but I gotta share the love. Gotta share some plant love. Share him. If someone doesn't have him, they need him. So that's where I'm going with this. I'm gonna miss him. And I'm really hoping that they do well in her care. So a month from now, I will be updating you guys on what the root system looks like, so then I can send them off. But I just wanted to show you guys like how well this method of propagation works. It is so awesome. Plus, on top of that, when you're done and you're actually using it to propagate, you can just cut beneath that and just send it on the way if you're doing it to like send it to a friend. So convenient. So I guess I'll see you back in 1 month's time, just to show you guys how well this propagation method works. I have a feeling it's going to be a success, but you never know. Plants do their own thing. Plants do things on their own time. It's about 30 days later, I think. I wanted to update you guys on what the root system of these plants look like. Now, the plants themselves don't look that amazing because they had ended up taking a tumble off of the table that they were on. Mostly the red emerald got knocked up a bit. Casey does know, if anyone was wondering. But I'm going to take these off, or I guess propagate them, so then I'll be able to send them out soon. But I wanted to show you guys the root system. That is the root system on the first red emerald. So I have a feeling that the first cutting, that the roots aren't as extensive just due to the fact that it had fallen while in the process and some of the stem had been damaged. So I'm assuming that's why, because the other root systems on these look perfectly fine. Here is the second cutting, or the second root system. It's really extensive. I tried taking off as much sphagnum moss as possible, but there's a lot of root system. Oh, I am so out of focus. Would you guys be okay if I didn't tear the sphagnum moss apart and off of these? The node area would be somewhere like right here, and these roots are just everywhere and loving life, and the plant is healthy. And then here is the fourth one. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I had completely explained it in the first segment of this video, because that was over a month ago and my memory is garbage. But I really love air layering as a method to propagation, and it's because it's that easy. I had these plants by a south-facing window because that's the kind of light that I love to give them. Every time my plants would need a watering, I would put them in the tub and let the water just wash all over the plant and down into the sphagnum moss. It's just a very easy method to propagation. I really hope that you guys try out this method. Let me know on how it works for you. It may not work for everyone, but in general, I believe it can be a very easy means to propagate. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. So until next time, toodles.